All right, so about a year ago, I started an Etsy store just for fun, just to see if it's worth it to sell on Etsy. I spent about 8 hours making the store, doing all of the product research and creating all of the listings. And surprisingly, I've been consistently making sales on this store, and I just checked my revenue, and this store has made over $2,000 in the last year from like 8 hours of work. This honestly blew my mind because I've started so many different businesses on this channel, and this one has been the least effort, and it's made more money than most of them. So after seeing that, I'm completely convinced that Etsy is one of the best side hustle businesses to get into right now if you want to get into making money online and kind of live this passive income life where you're just making money without your time being attached to it. So I'm going to show you exactly how I created the store and set it up to make actual passive income every single month, and how I'm going to turn this into something that makes tens of thousands of dollars in the next year. Now, the best part of all this is a print on demand business, meaning I haven't seen any of the inventory or the products that I've sold on this store. They have just gone from a supplier straight to the customer, and I've just been the middleman that is the one that is selling the product, which means every time you get a sale, there's no screen printing to make a t-shirt, there's no packaging and shipping the product out. You literally just press one button and it gets sent to your customer. So let me show you how you can do the exact same thing that I did and get the same, if not way better results than I did, because like I said, this is from 8 hours of work. All right, so starting off with product research, this is the most important part of the process because Etsy doesn't really have any special advertising or marketing. It's all based off of SEO and search, which means you actually have to find a product that people are interested in. Otherwise, you're going to be like the thousands of people on Etsy that start a store and never make any money. And the way that I like to approach product research is to just sell things that are in those passionate communities, those little niche interests that people have that they go to Etsy to find the products that they can't find in their regular stores. That's the reason that most people shop on Etsy, is because they're looking for that niche product that they can't find anywhere else, or for something just completely customized. Now, where do you find these types of things? There's a million ways. One of them is going to a website like Exploding Topics and seeing what is trending right now, what have people been searching for in the past year. So we can do that right now, and I'll show you exactly how we can find a winning product in less than 5 minutes. So we go explodingtopics.com, and we're going to scroll through here until we see something that's interesting or that we think that we can make a product for. And right here I see cold plunge tub. This is something that is super trendy. Everyone who cold plunges has to tell everyone else that they cold plunge. It's a very passionate community, and I think that there's definitely potential here for people to sell products. And so I searched up cold plunge on Etsy, and just by scrolling here, look how many different ideas we're getting right away. You have dry mats here. You have this sweater with cold plunging on it. You have this sign that you could put right above your ice bath. Hats, sweaters, shorts, mugs. All of these are possible with a print-on-demand business. Now, another way to do product research is to just go on Etsy and start searching and try to find other people who are killing it and find a way that you can not copy, but put your own twist on some of their products. So I'm going to search up wall art on Etsy and see if we get any good ideas there. And already I think we have ideas that have a ton of potential. And here's one example of these dog portraits of them sitting on the toilet. This is hilarious. I would even buy this. Now, this is like a pickleball canvas. Now you can tell that these people are absolutely killing it because they've done over 60,000 sales. They're actually not even selling this framed photo. What they're selling is the file so you can print it out and then frame it and do it all on your own. Who wants to do that? So how about instead of selling a file for $5, we just sell the actual framed photo for $30 to $40 to $50+ That will make you way more money than just selling a file. Now the way that you do that is through a print on demand supplier. And the one that I use is Gelato. And this is exactly how you're going to be able to put products on your Etsy store, make sales, and just press one button. Gelato ships it out. They send it to your customer. You never even see the product. And then you have dollars coming into your account. Just like that. So we can go through some of their products here. You have, clothing. You got t-shirts and sweaters and tank tops and vests. But we're interested in wall art. So this is how it works, right? So say we want to make one of these framed posters. Gonna go through here and we have a bunch of different options. So premium matte, semi-glossy. I'm gonna go with this semi-glossy one. It seems to be the cheapest. And you can see our product price and our shipping right there. To create our product, we're gonna go create order, and we're gonna drop our pickleball design into here. Now you basically just have to sync up your Gelato with your Etsy store, and you could put this basically just completely passive, where all of the orders go straight to Gelato, they fulfill it. You don't have to do anything really. Now, another thing you have to look for when you're doing product research is not only is it trendy or is it something that people are interested in, is it profitable? This is probably more important than everything else because there's a lot of products that you can sell on Etsy that just won't be profitable. As good as Etsy is, I think one of the main problems that this platform has is as soon as you start selling something, there is a ton of competition right away. And the new people who are coming on and trying to sell the same products as everyone else, they're lowering the prices, which lowers the prices of everything else. And next thing you know, the profit margins to try to make any types of sales is tiny. So how do you get around this? I think there's two main ways. Number one is going super niche. It has to be something that people are extremely passionate about. So when you have a super passionate community like that to sell to, the price isn't as important to them as it would be to, say, like a soccer demographic. And the second way to get around the problem of profitability is to just do something that is completely custom, that is made to order, and someone won't get that exact same product anywhere else. You see this a lot on Etsy. People sell custom t-shirts, they sell mugs with people's faces. These absolutely kill it because it's really hard to find that anywhere else. And you can make custom products on your store very easily without spending a bunch of time making the orders by using the personalization studio inside of Gelato. So with this, anytime a customer buys a personalized product on your store, they get a link to the personalization studio where they can design the product themselves. They can place the photo on the mug or the canvas, whatever it is, and they can see exactly what it's going to look like once it's printed and done. This means you don't have to touch the order yourself, which will save you a bunch of time and save you from returns and exchanges in the long run when those little mistakes happen. So that's a really cool tool that I think is a game changer if you're selling custom products. Now, some other things I like to look for when I'm doing product research is I like to look for newish stores. So stores that were made in the last 2 or 3 years at the most. Etsy definitely does have some type of seniority advantages. You'll see that pretty much all of the stores that have been on here for 5+ years are killing it. They're making tons and tons of sales. So if you're brand new and you're just starting out a store, you can expect to make very little to no sales in your first couple months, but over time that really starts to build up, which means if you find a store that is pretty new and they're killing it and they're making tons and tons of sales, it means that that product is a hit and they're doing something right. So you should probably take something from that. So Gelato actually has a discount right now where if you make your first sale in the first 4 to 8 hours, then you get a 50% discount on your order. So I'm going to take that as a challenge. I'm going to take the next 2 days, make as many listings as possible on the Etsy store so we can make our first sale and get a majority of the profit on that order. All right, let's do this. All right, it's been 48 hours. I made 12 listings for the store, and last night we got our first sale on one of those listings. So I'm gonna break down this sale and tell you exactly how much of it is profit, because when you make a sale for, say, 50 bucks, a lot of it is eaten up by Etsy fees and shipping and product costs. So I'm gonna break down exactly how much of this order is money that we take home. All right, so here it is. So we sold this order for $55, and keep in mind this is all in Canadian currency. And I'm gonna have to blur a lot of stuff out here because I don't want people finding my listings and then stealing my products or killing my conversion rate. And right away, as soon as you make a sale, Etsy takes a fee. One of them is 3% of the order total plus 25 cents. In this case, it is $1.92. Next, you have another fee that is 6.5% of the item total. That's kind of a lot. And that was $3.61. Next is a regulatory operating fee for 1.15%. This was 64 cents. And then another operating fee for 8 cents, which is not much. And our product cost would have been $13.88, but since we got the 50% off discount with Gelato, it was $6.94. Shipping was $6, which brings the overall total product cost to $12.94, which leaves us with a total profit of $36.39. So yeah, I just wanted to show that whole breakdown because a lot of people don't show that online, and a lot of times you can throw up these listings and think that you're going to be profitable, but after the fees, after the shipping, and if you're spending money on ads, I can really quickly eat away at your profit. So this is a more realistic figure of what you can expect your profit margins to look like. For me, with my store and the $2,000 that I've made, the profit margins are probably around 30%. But yeah, man, Etsy is still a great side hustle. You just have to keep these things in mind so you're not losing money at the end of each month. And make sure you sign up with the link in my description for Gelato. Get 50% off your first 2 days, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.